Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Legend Commentary is here, and we are watching another game. This time, though, I have a guest with me. He is very near and dear to my heart. Why don't you introduce yourself, my friend?
Hello, everybody. Mr. Mhet here.
Mr.
Yeah,
Mhet.
it's
He
been a
bet.
while,
Mr. Mhet's in the house. He's been playing LOL again. He's almost 1800 ELO. He's just such a boss at this game, and I want him to cast games with me and kind of get a little partner co-casting thing going on here. Let's go through the teams really quick here. We can see some early aggression coming on. You do have the Nautilus pull on that purple team, so definitely a strong level 1 team for them. What's your view of the matchup here? Who has the level 1 advantage, Mr. Mhet?
I think SG they do because they've got the TF stun. They've got Jana Tornado probably. I'm pretty sure she got it. She didn't get an ability yet, but she would have the Tornado plus the Tristan. So there's a lot of CC on their side. And,
Yeah. Yeah, that's true. Now, as far as lanes, you got Dazzle, the support that we've seen in that other tournament that I cast in the Zeke Cup, playing Janna, not Taric. He mains Taric, but definitely we saw was able to play pretty much any support that you throw at him. Up top, we have Jax jungling. We have Udyr, who is actually going for that Tri-Bush Rumble, getting out just in time. But he did see them approaching, so he pinged for that. And we're going to see them maybe engage since they do have a 4v3 here now that they know that Jax and Udyr were up top.
yeah, I think they might want to invade their red because I think they know that Udyr is trying to steal Nautilus's, but looks like he's just going to play it safe and go to Wolves and then blue.
Yeah, definitely, and that's not too detrimental for Nautilus because he does have that gap closer. So as long as he gets his blue, he should be all right.
Yep.
As far as AD bot and support combo bots, I don't know. I really like Janna Triss because they do have that long range poke with that shield increasing the damage, but then you also have the Ezreal with the long range poke. I think it's probably just going to be kind of a sustain lane for the most part. With this Ezreal there, you're not really going to see a whole lot of action unless the Ezreal lane gets on top of things early.
Yeah, as Sona is a really pokey lane. Like, you'll see Sona go up and be aggressive with her Q and then her passive, and then Ezreal can just harass with his Q and W. So it'll be very pokey from Ezreal Sona. I would expect Janna Triss to be more, like, aggressive, but for some reason the Triss picked up heal. I really don't like the heal choice because most ADs these days run Ignite anyways, and that kind of counters heal. Plus, Triss is a really aggressive lane, so you kind of want Ignite.
Definitely, and yeah, we see that a ward going down there on Tri-Bush by the purple team, so they're going to have that kind of advantage of sight, making sure that when Udyr does get his red, he doesn't come straight down there for a gank. And I don't think they saw it. We do see up top there a lot of aggression going on to that Rumble from Jax. Really, just such a bursty champion, and I don't know, Jax. I hate playing against Jax top. I really do.
Yeah, he's really hard to play against, but I think once Rumble gets his Flame Spitter leveled up and doing a little bit more damage with his shield, he'll be able to deal with this Jax. But he just needs to get to like level 5 and he'll be alright.
Yeah, definitely. Gosh, there's a lot of aggression right now. There's a lot of poke and stuff going on in the lanes, but we can see that Ryze was kind of dealing a lot of damage against this TF. Although TF popping his potions and getting kind of back into that one. Ryze still has one left, TF out of potions, so they're going to have to kind of just continually poke each other down, and we'll see who comes out on top there. But even if you block TF out, there's really nothing you can do because he can farm forever, no matter who he's laning against.
Yeah, and TF can get kills as mid like the easiest in the game. His ulti is just so good. He can gank top and bot pretty much whenever he wants.
Yeah, even if you lose your lane, you have that constant global pressure that's just going to completely put the enemy team off their game, and it makes you think about things in a completely different way.
Yeah, like you definitely don't want to engage in a 1v1
here we
fight.
Go. We got a flash going off and a red card with an Ignite, picking up first blood for Udyr. Void Eternal picking that one up.
Might even kill Nautilus as well if he gets a gold card here. No, he did burn his flash though.
Yeah, I feel like they could have dove that and picked that up really easily, but I guess that Udyr went back and was not expecting TF to go in on it.
I mean, better safe than sorry. You don't want to lose red buff as Udyr.
That's true, especially after picking up a nice first blood like that was so clean and getting your mid ahead of the game.
Yeah.
bot lane's farm, let's check that out. We got 17 to Ezreal's 27, so Tristana not doing the best job at farming thus far in the game, but like we were talking about, just so much poke and so much sustain from that Sona composition. Jax landing a nice stun there on the Rumble, but not going to do anything with it. He is pretty low on mana, so he's going to have to kind of watch that for the duration of the lane. That is the one thing that's good about Jax, is that if you don't watch his spells, then you can really capitalize on him being out of mana.
Yeah, definitely. And Rumble especially, once Jax comes in and blows his like stun and leap strike, he's gonna turn around and then you can just chase him with your Q and E, and it'll probably be an even trade, and Rumble might even be on top.
Yeah, exactly. As far as starting items, pretty standard. We see though TF picking up movement speed boots. That's a little unique. You don't often see that.
Yeah, I don't really know about that choice. We'll see if it works out for him, I guess. Usually, sorcerer's shoes or whatever they call are a much better choice.
Yeah, and now also the recent trend of junglers going for all of those gold for 10 items continues here. We have Nautilus going to be building into a that regrowth pendant into a Philo Stone, and then Udyr already has his Heart of Gold, so we'll check the gold amounts here and see whether he has an advantage thus far. 1,800 to 1,200, so yeah, that first blood definitely helped out, but he's also getting already that advantage from that Heart of Gold, picking him
up. And
a
gank mid, they might pick up a kill here.
Yep, picked up that rise on the turret there.
That was a good gank by dude. He came around like from Rise's jungle, so he didn't really see it coming until it was too late.
Yeah, yeah, and now we see that Nautilus putting down some wards there to try and protect against it, since SG is playing fairly aggressive. So thus far in the game, SG definitely ahead. You got the 1.3k gold lead now, so they're in a pretty comfortable position at this point, and they do have a fairly good late game composition.
Yeah, I mean Udyr, his damage kind of falls off late game, but like he's so tanky late, and then they have a Jax top who can deal the damage that they need.
Yeah, so he really becomes a super tank late game, especially if you go for the tanky items, get a Randuin's and that kind of thing, to where you can be more, you just become kind of a utility tank instead of a damage dealer.
Yeah. Now Ezreal is kind of just destroying this Triss on farm.
Yeah, he really is just completely dominating that lane, which is really scary, because even if you have the early game advantage, once Ez hits that mid game when he has most of his Triforce built, he can just completely wreck any team that he goes up against.
Yeah, Ezreal's mid game is definitely like the strongest, because he also has that W, and that attack speed slow is just devastating to any AD.
Yeah, definitely. And then Tristana just going for a very standard AD build, so we would expect to see the Vamp Scepter and an Infinity Edge come out. Maybe skipping the Vamp Scepter in favor of some early damage, because she really is going to need something to kind of shut down this Ezreal. And we really haven't seen any gank spot lane, which is something that you would think they would be calling for at this point, given the farm disparity, but we haven't seen anything like that so far.
Yeah, it's hard to gank bot as a jungler, because like you have to spend so much time getting down there, and there's not many creeps to farm if the gank fails, and it's always like warded. So
yeah, definitely.
We might see.
There we go. TF gating into the top, gets a gold card off. Oh, that Rumble shield. I don't think they would have killed him anyways.
So close. I think this Jax might know.
I don't know
I
though.
don't know what he was doing.
TF going after that Rumble in the bushes. Gonna pick that up, and then Rise and Nautilus should be down there to clean up. Should be a really easy cleanup for their team.
He does have his flash up, so maybe he can escape, but I highly doubt it. No, he's gonna die here.
Oh, wasted the flash.
Yeah.
He,
just one auto attack taking him out.
Yeah, yeah. It was close. I don't blame him for using it. It was a good try, but I feel like if he had used it a little bit earlier, ran straight towards the wall, it would have been a better decision.
Yeah. Did he lose the blue buff there? Do you know?
We can check if Rise picked it up. How fresh it is on Rise. No, he didn't, because Rise is halfway done already.
Alright. Well, then that's good at least.
Yeah. So did he just pick that up from the jungle though? Because
I'm not sure.
Well, no, Udyr started at their red, so that means the blue buff should be coming up here fairly soon. It usually gets up at around 7:10, so given the time that it took him to get to their blue, we should see that come up fairly soon, I would think.
Yeah, I think Udyr is gonna probably take his red and then go bot. They really need a gank there. Tristana's just getting out farmed and kind of
Yeah.
outplayed by this Ezreal.
Although the only way he's going to be able to go down bot lane is through that lane, going through the bushes, and they have Try and the river warded. So here he's going by Dragon and just putting a ward behind there. Yeah, there's not really any way for him to do anything bot lane right now.
Yeah.
And purple team did see that ward placement because of the purple ward by Dragon, so they know that the blue team, Severity Gaming, has sight on Dragon, so they're going to know that, pop a pink down there. We'll see if, I don't know if Sona's picked up any pink wards. No, not right now, but an easy thing to do for a support, go back and grab some pink wards and take that out whenever they're planning on doing a Dragon attempt.
Yeah, she did have a pink ward and she put it in the tri-bush, but yeah, she needs to go back and get another one if they want to do Dragon.
Definitely, which is also a really good position for that pink ward, making sure that you don't have any vision from your allies going there, so that, I mean, they're pushed up so far all the time that with one ward in the bushes, they would be ungankable as well. But this way, if Nautilus was able to, he could come down through that tri-bush and get off a successful gank.
Yeah, even though the blue team is 2 kills ahead, like, purple team isn't that far behind, because if you see, every lane is winning on farm, except the jungle, but of course Udyr is going to beat Nautilus. But
yeah,
every other lane is winning on farm.
Definitely. I mean, it's only a 1k gold lead right now, so those 3 kills really should be giving them more of that. And right now, it's pretty even, honestly. It's pretty even. No towers or anything like that. You can't call it 11 minutes in anyways, but if I had to say who is ahead right now, it's really pretty even.
Yes, the 1k gold advantage is not a big deal at all.
Yeah. Now TF not choosing to run a Rabadon's first, going for the Lich Bane. You kind of either see him go one or the other. We see that Udyr has finished his 2nd gold per 5. Nautilus finished his 1st. So that gold, that gold is really going to start stacking up on this Udyr. We do see that he has 24 from his Philostone and already 200 from his Heart of Gold. So as far as total gold, 3.5k to 2.4k. So, Udyr pretty much has the entire gold lead of blue team in his pocket right now.
Yeah, he definitely does. Since they're both going gold per 5, and Udyr's like just much faster jungling, then Udyr's going to be ahead in the gold. But hopefully Nautilus can make it up with some good games with his ulti.
Yeah, definitely. And then we see that as far as top lane builds, Jax actually picked up a pink ward as well. We could see an engagement here in this top lane. And, okay, mid now, getting ganked by Nautilus. The Nautilus ult going off, and Ryze popping his ultimate. 1 overload goes and picks up that TF kill. Udyr coming to look to clean up, but I don't think he's going to be able to do anything against these. And Rumble also coming mid for some support. But, man, that was a really nice gank on that mid lane with the Nautilus ult combining with that Ryze. With the Ryze freeze. That's really good. It's a really good combination. I hadn't really thought about that synergy that they would have, but it's really going to work to their advantage.
Yeah, it definitely does. And I don't know, I guess Nautilus is about to get blue for TF, so he might go for another gank and then try to pick up the dragon, but maybe he'll just be after this. We'll see.
Yeah. Well, I don't know if Ryze. Yeah, I guess Ryze's blue buff is fairly recent, so he didn't even need to pick up that one, and now both the jungler and the mid have a blue buff. Definitely going to put them ahead, and now we do see Nautilus picking up his 2nd gold per 5, so he might look to pick up a little bit of the gap there that was left. As far as our top lane builds, like I was saying, but another TF gate, interrupted again. Alright, whatever, guys. We see that Guitarsaurus picking up a nice kill in that top bush there with the gate. Once again, the global pressure. TF can lose his lane pretty hard. Not to say he's necessarily losing right now, but definitely behind in farm, and about even with kills. He has 2 more assists, but that's it. But he wouldn't have any kills if it weren't for that global pressure that he has. So definitely working the advantage that you get with a TF on your team.
Yeah, TF is a great pick for like team play, because you can always communicate with your team where to gank and when to gank, and you can almost always get like a guaranteed kill.
Oh, definitely.
So
and there we go,
TF.
Ryze. Yeah, flashing in.
Oh wow.
Yeah, picking up a nice W on TF and being able to take him out with 1 overload. Ryze, once he gets those mana items, you can see he already has the mana crystal, the tier, a Doran's ring, and I mean, just with that much mana, he's already doing tons of damage, and it's only going to get more incredible as he gets a Frozen Heart to help shut down the Tristan Udyr, which is really going to help out Trist Udyr and Jax, actually. Frozen Heart would be a really, really good pick on this team comp.
Yeah, I think he's probably gonna go Banshees first. Nautilus might even build a Frozen Heart. So
That's true. I guess versus a TF, it is really beneficial to build a Banshee's Veil to stop that card pick. Um, but yeah, definitely look for him to start a Frozen Heart somewhere on that team in the near future because their team is really, really heavy dependent on that attack speed.
yeah. And with the Frozen Heart and Ezreal's W, they're not gonna be able to do like anything.
Yeah, definitely. It's gonna they're gonna get completely shut down in a team fight. If SG lets this go late game, then I'm afraid that at this point it looks like Purple would have a way stronger late game team. But I don't know if they get some early aggression on right now and kind of pull this back into the game because I mean we can see that their gold lead is diminishing. Every single kill that Purple team gets, it's narrowing that gap, and no dragon attempts have been made yet. But we're gonna see the bot tower go down right now, so already a tower ahead, and that is going to put them right tied with the amount of gold. TF gold card going off on Rise, not going to do anything there. Udyr was not really prepared to go in on that one. And we do see
this Nautilus bot, and he might be going for a gank.
Yeah, he must be. I mean, picking up in fairly early oracles because they do have that lane dominance right now, being able to pretty much move throughout their entire jungle and the majority of Severity Gaming's jungle without any apprehension at all. And, you know, top lane, really the only one that's felt TF's gold card thus far. Alright, they did see, yeah, they saw the Udyr up top with their purple ward there, so they're going to go ahead and run down to Dragon and start attempting this because they know the enemy smite is nowhere near it. No way they're going to pick up this dragon from us, and they pick up a free dragon uncontested. So really nice move there, and that put them in the lead, with gold-wise at least.
Yep. It's good that this Nautilus got the Oracle so early because they knew they were going to be like 100% safe from that dragon attempt, and they just went ahead and picked it up, and now they're in the lead.
Definitely, and really good ward placement with that purple ward up by their blue buff, making sure to see the Udyr and TF up there both so they know, you know, there's really no way that they can get down here and stop us. Let's go ahead and take it out while no one's down there, which really bad positioning by Severity Gaming if you know that the enemy team is down there near the dragon.
Yeah, I'm not sure if they ever saw the Nautilus go, but they should have been more careful and they should have had wards on dragon.
Yeah, definitely. At all times, at this level of play, you really have to have full sight of all of those objective buffs, and if you don't, then you need to know the second that someone with an Oracles picks it off, or the second it expires, that you need to get back down there and put another one in sight, because that can really make or break games at this point.
Yeah. We see this Ezreal just going to farm bot. He's going to push up and then maybe get his Infinity Edge. Let's see if he has enough gold. No, he does not. He'll probably pick up a pickaxe. No.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, pickaxe. He went straight for the pickaxe. We see that Rise actually going straight for what? Well, I don't know. He could either be building straight into an Archangel's or going Rod. I would assume Rod because that really can start stacking earlier.
Yeah, he's definitely going to pick up the Rod. He's got to get it early so he gets the full effect of it because the mana gives him more damage and more health for survivability. It's just a great overall item for Rise.
Yeah, definitely. Udyr, I guess he's picking up a Wit's End, must be picking up a Wit's End to kind of just help out with his offensive abilities because his AD carry is getting shut down kind of on bot lane. And then we see that Rumble getting the ever-popular, oh man, TF. Oh, TF! Oh, the Ignite picking him up on that last tick there. But yeah, we see that Rumble going for the Rylai's, making sure to pick up that slowing and health effect, giving Rumble some more tankiness, and giving his ultimate, you know, just that much more durability. Yeah.
Yep. And I don't know if this Udyr is going to go Wit's End. Isn't there, like, Ionic Spark or something?
Yeah, you can get an Ionic Spark. Just Wit's End is a pretty good idea for Udyr because it does give you that magic resist. So it's going to make him a little bit tankier against like this Rise, which is getting pretty fed, and the Rumble as well. And Tristana running backwards.
Yeah,
I guess there wasn't a whole lot of a way for her to go, but yeah, definitely getting taken out there on bot lane. So now we see the kills turning in favor of Rage Gaming, and we also see that the gold is in favor of Rage Gaming. So I don't know. It's looking like the tides have turned. Early game, Severity Gaming might have been able to take this if they had really pressured it and used their advantage to their advantage, but they kind of seem to have not played aggressively enough and played a little bit too passively, and now it's kind of losing grasp for them.
Yeah, we should have seen this Udyr gank bot more. He was really only present in mid like the whole game. So maybe some more bot ganks would have changed the tides of the game. But as of now, purple team is way ahead and it's mid game, so Ezreal's just gonna dominate.
Yeah, and now we see Ezreal is picking up his first red buff of the game as well. So he is going to have that extra kiting ability. He's already such a strong kiter, and now he has the red buff. He's going to be able to slow. And
he just picked up his Infinity Edge as well, so...
Yep, so he's just going to Arcane Shift red buff all around the entire map. It's going to be really hard to catch him with a TF stun or anything like that because he is going to be able to stay in the back of the fight and get out if he needs to. And now Jax might be going down as well. Getting a nice jump off, though. Not landing his stun. That could have saved his life there, having to pop his ultimate for some magic resist, and I don't think they're going to dive this. No, definitely not.
Good job by Jax getting out of there. I mean, it's kind of hard to die as Jax, but... You know.
Yeah, but still, if he hadn't jumped to that back person, it would have been a lot easier for them to kill him, so pretty well executed. And top turret still hasn't gone down, the only one on the Severity Gaming team that hasn't. Although we really haven't seen him be present in team fights either, so his turret might have been worth it for these few fights where he could come in from behind and really make a difference.
Yeah. I mean, we haven't seen either of the tops really roam much. They've been top for a majority of the game.
That's true, yeah, they have been farming up. And speaking of farm, I haven't really checked that. 165 to Jax's 154, so they're really relatively even. Rumble actually probably a little bit behind on experience because of those 2 deaths.
Yeah, but he's definitely ahead in gold because they both have 1 assist. He's got more farm.
Yeah.
You see this Ezreal with 30 more farm than this Triss. It's just not looking good, you know?
Yep, 6,800 gold to Triss 5,600. So, yeah, Ezreal is quite a bit ahead of that Tristana. And Tristana is getting farmed bot lane, literally. They're just coming down there every single time she extends and guaranteeing a kill for their team. And Jax running in on this Rise. I'm not really sure. Yeah, that wasn't going to end well. And Rumble definitely going to take down that top turret now. So you see that go down. As far as bot lane, they're going to look to pressure this. And I think that Severity Gaming is actually going to draw the line here and try and maybe make a stand. Oh, Rise, though, coming around. This could get really messy.
Yeah, there's only 2 people here.
God. Okay, now the entire team is there, and we see really, really nice stun
Wow,
lock.
Ezreal just got taken out really quick. Good play by this Udyr.
Yeah, that stun lock and focus was really, really nice. TF, where is he going to?
He's going to kill this.
Yeah, went up to Sona and gated him there. We got a gold card on Sona. Wow, really, really nice plays by Severity Gaming. This is going to lead to a free dragon for them.
Yeah, that was a really sloppy play by the purple team. They just overextended. They thought they could tower dive because they were that far ahead, but in reality, they were not at all.
Yeah, especially, I mean, you don't want to send your carry in. Like, that was just stupid to send Ezreal in there first.
Yeah, Ezreal and Rise were both way overextended, and this Udyr is actually doing very well. He's really fed, and he just took him out really quick. So yep. Dragon and Rumble killed for Severity Gaming.
Oh, we got the Ezreal. Oh,
it does take out that TF.
Yeah, Ezreal picking out the TF. Oh, really nice. And yeah, Udyr actually did go for that Ionic Spark, so he is going for that kind of extra damage every 4 attacks. Is it every 4 attacks? Yeah, it is every 4 attacks.
He might even go for a Wit's End after. He does have the Null Magic Mantle.
Yeah, that's true. It does look like he's going for the Wit's End, so really going for a heavy attack speed build. And that is kind of seen in, let's see, what stance is he maxing? I'm assuming Phoenix.
Phoenix.
Yeah, max Phoenix for the jungle. So, you know, the attack speed definitely does help out, and it's gonna be pretty beneficial for him. And, gosh, I don't know. The builds here... Trist and Ez really aren't that far apart, one Zeal, but it's just all of the utility that Ez has compared to Trist. You really have to be ahead on Tristana to do anything against a team of this caliber with this kind of like Frozen Heart on Nautilus. I mean, it's going to be really hard for her to do anything in team fights at this point.
Yeah, she really just needs to wait it out until late game. Once you get like level 18 with Tristana, your range is just ridiculous, and you can be like just as good as Ezreal with your positioning.
Yeah, definitely. Team fight going down here. The Ezreal hitting everyone really, really
nice
well
Rumble
placed.
as well.
Yeah, that was a perfect synchronization of that Rumble ult and the Ez, and this is gonna definitely pick up 4 for nothing for Rage Gaming. So
and
just
Baron as well.
Yep, free Baron for them. They do still have that Oracle on Nautilus. Not that they could stop them if they did have a ward, but definitely going to clear that out as well. And it should result in a fairly quick Baron attempt because they do have quite a bit of damage on their team, and we we do see now that the gold, yeah, 4K ahead for Rage Gaming, and Rage really showing a lot of skill. Except for that tower dive, I would say that they've definitely performed better this game. Severity Gaming a little bit sloppy in the laning phase with pushing their advantage that they had. But we do want to keep in mind, though, this is a set of 3, so it's the best of 3. Whoever wins 2 games first is going to be the victor of this set, of this series between Rage Gaming and Severity Gaming. So even if Severity Gaming does lose, we're going to continue casting in another game, and we'll see where it goes from there.
Yeah, I mean, they're not out of it yet, but losing the first game is always kind of devastating, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, and I'm writing them off. I don't know. We could see a really big comeback here, but at this point, it's nigh impossible for them to actually do anything here, because we do see that Rise, you know, he got his Glacial Shroud. He's looking to build a Banshees right now. Still got his tier. I don't know how many stacks. We're going to check how many stacks right now. Yeah, 636 mana on his tier. Nautilus with the Frozen Heart. It's going to be pretty hard for them to win any team fights at this point, and we've seen that over and over again. Every single team fight when Rage has not gotten caught out of position, Severity Gaming has capitalized on that one event and really had a good team fight, but every time that they come to a 5v5 in open territory, it seems to really go in favor of Rage Gaming.
Yeah, I mean, their best hope is for, like, Rise or Ezreal to get caught out of position, but it doesn't look like that's going to happen here.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, Rise got pushed into the tower there, but just so much durability, he's able to get out, and now solo side going down, and they're just going to chase them out and go ahead and take down this bot lane turret. So, once again, the ultimate combination between Rumble and really everyone else on their team, because Sona has that long-range AoE, Ezreal has his ultimate, Nautilus can pull and knock anyone up that he wants to. I mean, it's a really deadly kind of combination, especially given SG's lack of wards in their bot jungle, so they couldn't even see that advance coming.
Yeah. Just like, they have so much AoE on their team with the Rumble, Rise's ulti, Ezreal's, like, they can just take out like 3 of them for nothing and easily get out.
Yeah, now
but we do
focusing
see
Rise
Rise get jumped on.
Yeah, I mean, he gets jumped on, but at this point he's so tanky with he's got that magic resistance as well, so it's really going to be pretty hard to take him down, and they'd be better off focusing someone else like Ezreal, but then you have Ezreal with his escapes. There we go. Okay, Rise getting taken down by solo side. Really nice play there. SG going to chase them out of their jungle, but we do see that Ez is kiting them. He's got that red buff, so if he can come in from the side and kind of stay there, he might be able to kite them back.
They do get the Sona, though.
Yeah, another Rumble ult going down as well, and now Jax looks to chase down the Rumble. Rumble picks it up.
That Rumble ult just changed the tides of the battle. Like,
yeah, really
I thought SG was going to pick up a lot of kills there, but they just ended up getting destroyed.
Yeah, well, I mean, if you run through a Rumble ult, and he popped in a perfect position as well, because they either, I mean, if they ran out, then Ez could come in and chase them, and if they engage, then Rage Gaming could literally just stonewall them right on top of that ultimate and not let them move out of it. So really nicely played, and that's going to be a surrender. Yeah. So we do see Game 1 go to Rage Gaming. Make sure that if you want to continue the series of me shoutcasting with Mistah Mhet, you leave me a like and a favorite. Leave some constructive criticism in the comments below about how we can get better as shoutcasters delivering a game to you all. I did use directed camera for the majority of this match like you guys have been asking for, so I do definitely listen to the feedback. And make sure you check out the videos in the outro. It's going to have links to the next video as well as the previous tournament before this one. And I will talk to you guys later. Love you, and goodbye.